Hi there, Grant McComey here. Welcome to another edition of Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. Wintertime is the setting and I have my binoculars in hand because wildlife viewing is one of my favorite pastimes this time of year, mostly because the leaves are all off the trees and it sure makes the viewing easy. And that's very important for this week's adventure. And you'll want to bring binoculars, probably dress warm, and don't forget a thermos of coffee. It's the early birder who catches the best views of bald eagles as we travel to the Klamath Wildlife Refuge.
Stillness at daybreak accompanies an Arctic blast that plummets early morning air to sub-freezing in Oregon's Klamath Basin. A lonely time when only headlamps for miles pierce the darkness on a quiet back road near Bear Valley Wildlife Refuge.
There's one. Right over your head, Jeff, coming right over the road.
Here we go. Look at that.
Dave Hewitt says there's no better time to tally the dawn flyout of bald eagles.
Just as the sun is coming up, just starting to get light, and you can see 40, 50, 60 eagles get up and kind of thermal above and soar and then just kind of glide right down across, right over top of you. I think it's pretty impressive to watch.
Here comes another one.
Bear Valley is an eagle night roost. Distant stands of old-growth timber provide critical resting habitat in the dark. But when daylight strikes, eagles take flight to search for food.
You can see them just as little specks with your binoculars coming up off the top of the mountain. But then as they glide out, they're on the move.
This has been non-stop eagles
this
morning, huh?
I'm really impressed. Oh, here comes one.
Here comes another one. Thrill of the hunt without a gun, you know. You have your binoculars and you might see 60 bald eagles, you might see 10, it
Right.
varies, and one may just fly right over our heads.
Pretty interesting way to start your day.
Yes, yes.
Doesn't get any better than this, I don't
Right.
think.
It's just great to come out here early and watch them as they go out to feed in the refuge.
Up to 1,000 eagles arrive on the Klamath Refuge from as far away as Alaska. The big birds join hundreds of other raptors in an age-old predator-prey game. Dave Menke says they come here following their food supply, up to 2 million ducks, geese, and other waterfowl. But food is also found closer to ground, in grain fields where field mice and other rodents live. Here, the eagles hunker down, patiently waiting for just the right moment to take a meal.
Is this a buffet table for the eagles?
Yeah, absolutely. Smorgasbord or whatever. This field, almost guarantee you, will not be this way a week from now because it'll be another field.
They'll move on.
Menke says there are awesome sights to see across 170,000 acres of state and federal wildlife refuges in the Klamath Basin. Auto tour routes make the travel easy, so be sure to check in at Refuge headquarters, where free maps and brochures will set you on the right track to enjoy the show. While each season offers something new to see, Dave notes that winter is favored time to see more raptors.
We get a period when it freezes in December and we might get open water in January and February, and the birds, the eagles particularly, respond accordingly. They'll stand on the ice and utilize waterfowl. The colder the winter, the more eagles we get here, so our midwinter concentration may be the greatest in any single location in the United States. Eagles on telephone poles, on irrigation equipment, in farm fields. We've seen them on the ice. There's endless opportunities to observe wildlife.
The bald eagle numbers at the Klamath Refuge peak in mid-February, and we have all the details and the directions assembled for you on the Travel Oregon website. It's one of the most exciting wildlife viewing opportunities in the entire United States, so be sure to check it out. In fact, if you'd like to have a guided tour and maybe learn more from the experts, you'll want to check out the upcoming Winter Wings Festival, and we've got that on an outdoor tip of the week.
The upcoming Winter Wings Festival is a celebration of all things wild across the Klamath Basin, according to its director, Diana Samuels.
It celebrates the return of all the migratory birds to the Klamath Basin in the wintertime. As you know, bird watching is a hobby and pastime that's been growing, and this festival has really benefited from the increased interest in birdwatching, and we are one of the premier destinations for birdwatching here on the West Coast.
The Klamath Basin Audubon Society produces the 3-day event that runs on President's Day weekend in mid-February. More than 100 volunteers like Dave Hewitt will give over thousands of hours to show you Oregon's wildlife heritage.
There's a lot of activities, especially on Saturday, designed for families and designed for kids. Things just to get you familiar. You don't even really have to know anything about birds. Just have a passing interest in nature, and we'll show you some pretty exciting things.
We enjoy really great community support here for this, and that's helped us to market this festival to people outside of the area to come in and enjoy the beauty of this area and experience all these birds that come in wintertime.
If you love the thrill of wildlife on the wing, it's an event not to be missed. You can learn more about the Winter Wings Festival on the Travel Oregon website. Until next week, for Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComie.